This is the first of what I hope to be just this one video blog, or vlog, if you're a tool. Hello, I'm Louis Reich. You may recognize me from the 3 or 4 pictures of myself floating around on the internet, or more likely you're an immediate family member who feels sorry for me and is watching this out of pity. Some of you should know at this point that I spend more time at Starbucks than I do in my own apartment. This includes time spent sleeping, both in the apartment and in Starbucks. A few years ago, Starbucks introduced a new size. They called it Trenta, because everything in the Starbucks lexicon is some bizarre mix of Spanish and Italian. Frappuccino, what the hell is that? Except for the word tall, but nobody orders a tall at Starbucks. Macchiato? That's not even a real word, don't play. Verismo, that's just a Keurig machine, but it only takes special hipster Starbucks Keurig cups, and you can't buy them anywhere but Starbucks. When I order a drink at Starbucks, the complexity of the drink varies with the attractiveness of the barista who's making it. If she looks like a hipster, I'll order something that fills up a bunch of the boxes, like a grande soy vanilla spice light iced coffee with 1 shot. The drinks that actually taste good to coffee drinkers are the drinks that you can only order if you want to sound like a pretentious jerk, like a cappuccino. You want to sound like a dumbass? Order a venti cappuccino. You want to sound like a reasonable person? Order a tall. You want to sound like a hipster and get a dirty look from the barista? Order a short, dry cappuccino. But order it like this: a short cappuccino, dry. And if you order a hot drink and want to impress the cute hipster girl, remember, finish drinking it before it's cool. Okay, never mind. Anyways, a few years ago the Trenta came out and I was there. Tampa was a test market for the Trenta. I bought so many of them that I feel personally responsible for their widespread adoption. I stopped ordering Trentas when I got my Douchebag of the Month Club card, which entitles me to free refills, and my immeasurable charm and good looks give me the drinks for free in the first place, so we're good. A lot of people make some weak-ass arguments about the negative qualities of the Trenta drink. For example, if it was designed to compete with the McDonald's $1 sweet tea, why is it $4? Because I can order it from someone with all their teeth. If you can get free refills, why don't you just do that? Because that's weak. Why do you need 30 ounces of liquid when the human bladder can only hold 20 or so? Oh, now we're relying on science to tell us how much we can and can't physically put inside our bodies? You don't believe in global warming, but you'll believe that? Give me a friggin' break. So what am I doing with the Trenta cup in my barren, undecorated apartment, you might ask? Yes, I'd respond, my apartment, not a stranger's apartment that I broke into to film this video. I challenge that assertion because I do not have a Trenta cup. I have 3 Trenta cups, and I'm going to do either A, the worst cup stacking routine ever, or B, combine all 3 of these Trenta cups into one enormous and tedious vessel called the TriTrenta. Because tri means 3. And Trenta, okay, you know what, never mind. Is that even possible, you ask? Probably not. So let's get to it. The first thing you're going to want to do is decide on a shape for this monstrosity. I've decided for the least practical arrangement of the cups, which is all 3 on top of each other, resulting in something that's just about 2 feet tall. Here's a question. How much do you think this thing will weigh full of water? Anyone? Anyone? You're going to want to affix the cups together somehow. I've chosen Scotch tape. I did this for 2 reasons. Number 1, it tapes better than blue tape, which I have left over from the bad old days of bartering with RAs. About 4 of you are going to understand that joke. It's okay. Just move along. And number 2, it's less toxic than Gorilla Glue. I see many warning labels about the danger of ingesting Gorilla Glue, but nothing on the tape, so I figure we're good. Bueller. You'll end up with something like this. I assume that it's watertight. I'm not going to test it. But once you've mashed the first 2 together, cut a hole in the top or the bottom. Technically, it's the upper middle at this point. Just pick a side, hack it off. I have used this rusty X-Acto knife blade to cut mine off because I take grown-up chewable vitamins so I can't get sick. That's science. Bueller? Anyone? Once you're done with that, hack off the bottom of the remaining cup and figure out a way to join them. If you have a lighter or something, go ahead and just melt them together. The fumes of melting BPA plastic cannot possibly be as bad for you as stabbing at these things wildly with a rusty X-Acto knife. Bueller, I hate all of you. For my 1 Canadian viewer, hi Adam. This is going to total out at about 2,666 milliliters, or about 1/2 of as much liquid can fit in the bowl part of Lord Stanley's cup. That's a standard unit of measurement up there, right? Yeah? Good. Once the cups are fully amalgamated, you'll have something like this. It doesn't even fit in the screen except for long ways. It's rigid. It's almost airtight. I assume it's watertight, like I said before. Not going to test it. So once you're done, you just throw the top on, and sloosh some coffee in there or whatever and drink up, right? Right? Wrong. That's not going to work, and here's why. This straw only goes this far in. So you're going to need something a lot bigger. This is what I've cooked up. It is sort of one way. Get yourself some Scotch tape. Hope that the adhesive is not soluble in soy milk. And here we go. A nice big spire for our Trempire state building. I'm sorry, I'll stop that now. So here we go. This is just a fair warning to any of you. Do not attempt anything that I've done, suggested, or even implied in this video. You'll likely die. If you want to avoid the whole situation in the first place, just find yourself a girlfriend. Nobody who has a girlfriend has ever done this kind of crap. Now, if you actually want to go into a Starbucks and have them fill up this cup, please make arrangements in advance. If not, they're all going to shoot you dirty looks. I've not only taken the precaution of having an inside man, but I've also made sure to have gone to this Starbucks before, made my plan known, made sure the baristas are okay with it, and I've chosen the time to show up when I know the manager won't be there. Be prepared to tip very, very well and actually pay for 3 Trentas worth of coffee. This is an absurd stunt, and if they're going to give you 90 ounces of coffee, you better be prepared to pay for and drink all of it. Also be prepared to help them clean it all up when it all goes horribly, inevitably wrong, which it will. If they're going to be good sports about it, you should be too. Let's see what happens. Oh, the bottom is just syrup, isn't it? Okay, just take me a little bit.
I like how the middle Trenta is just iced coffee now.
So we're down to about 2 Trentas left. The biggest problem that we're having so far is that it's just not mixing. So you get just a mouthful of syrup, or a mouthful of coffee, or a mouthful of soy. I need to take a small break, so give me 1 second here.
You're gonna have to pee real bad.
Eventually, yes I will.
You want your whole body?
This is, nobody wants to see this. Everyone wants to see this.
You never know. You might find somebody. Oh wait, you're too tall for that.
No, I know that. I can.
Okay.
This is the area of concern here.
I got it.
All right. I'm just gonna have to fast forward this part because I'm not gonna be able to drink it in like a minute or anything. Becoming a chore at this point. And it doesn't mix.
Yeah.
So it's like all syrup or all
Oh.
love.
Well, we're in nursing school if you pass out. We'll give you CPR.
I don't think CPR will help me. So the biggest problem I'm having right now is that whoever constructed the straw did not seal it up properly. So every time I drink, I'm just sucking up tons and tons of air, and it's causing me to belch uncontrollably. So I've had to take a little bit of a break. This is very unpleasant. Do not try it. It's only through sheer willpower at this point that I'm not having like a heart attack. We gotta finish it, right? Let's do it. So close. Eat your heart out, Bloomberg. Oh, that's so unpleasant. Good. So here I am back in my apartment. It's been about 3 hours since I finished drinking the TriTrenta. Here's a full report. I still have a very bad headache despite having taken aspirin. I'm still very dehydrated despite having drank so much water it's not even funny. I'm no longer jittery, but I was for about 2 hours, which is not a good feeling to have. Overall, I'd say I'm strangely proud of myself for finishing the TriTrenta challenge, but I'm not necessarily happy that I did it. And before I get a load of comments about this, yes, I know I didn't put a time limit on it. So in theory, anyone could do it as long as they had a way to keep this stuff cold and not let it go bad for as long as it takes to drink. If that is unimpressive and off-putting enough for you to not try this, then fine, I did my job. If you need a little bit more persuasion, here you go. Over the course of the TriTrenta challenge, I had friends, family members, baristas, nursing students come up and express their concern for my well-being the whole time. I didn't really realize beforehand that this is actually a stupid and dangerous stunt, so please, I'll reiterate, like I said before, do not try it at home or at a Starbucks. Or anywhere. So here's the obligatory thanks for watching my video part. If you enjoyed this, and let's face it, you didn't, you can see more of my particular brand of, let's call it humor, at wordpress.com/yourblog's name is so clever. Bye-bye.